screwed up my screen. Okay, one moment. We are going to take a quick break because I jacked it up. Oh, and we're back. Just bear with me because we are learning. We are learning so much and we are having the best time. And if we're not, because Amanda did not lock her screen. So, but we are just hanging out, learning, because this is a learning environment. And if you're against that, I am going to encourage you to go somewhere else. But we're just going to wing it. Okay? Everybody okay with that? Good. The two people in here, I'm so glad. If you didn't know who I was in real life, you do now, because I'm a hot mess. That'll do. At least I'm not stretched out. Okay. So, anyways, what was it? Oh, dysregulation. Okay. So when we are dysregulated, we are not the best version of ourselves. We do not feel like we can ever get better. We don't feel like there's even a possibility of getting through whatever situation we're going through. And that always tends to be the time when everything falls apart. So what is, and I'm just curious, what is the first sign for you that tells you that you're getting overwhelmed? And if you're in here and you're listening, throw it in the chat. If you're not wanting to chat, that's okay. I'm not going to judge you. Judge-free zone. But for me, I know I'm getting overwhelmed when I am overstimulated. So whenever I can feel every little thing start frustrating me. Traffic. My kid's asking me for something. My kid not putting on his freaking pull-up in the morning or at night. Any inconvenience is crazy and it breaks me. So how does that really affect a person? It makes everything else crumble. Like, it's like, well, if I can't handle the one little thing, how am I going to handle anything else? And it's really frustrating. But, you know, I'm really interested to know what other people feel during that time, because some people live in the overstimulated. I mean, I do. Hello. Well, thank you for your comment. So overstimulation, decision paralysis, not being able to get anything done. Decision paralysis is something that I struggle with every single day. It is so overwhelming, to the point where there's times that I just won't make the decision. I'll just let it go. Like, what's going to happen? We're just going to wing it. I want other people to make the decisions for me, or even like task paralysis. I will lay on my bed for half an hour staring at the laundry before I will actually fold the laundry. And most of the time I won't even fold the laundry because it's just there. It'll be there tomorrow. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, I think those are three excellent examples. Like, that's really probably what a lot of people will relate with. And then that's whenever the task urgency comes in. Like, we feel like everything is an emergency and we have to get it done. But if we weren't overwhelmed, if we weren't struggling with being overstimulated, we would have probably already had it done. And so that's why, like, being regulated, like it's not going to happen overnight, and you're not going to feel maybe a major change. Other people might see it before you do, like with most changes. But I think for being regulated, we're at least able to rationalize, like, okay, I may have too much on my plate right now. But when you're dysregulated, you're looking at it more like, this is all necessary. I need to be doing all of these things. The extracurriculars are 100% mandatory. I told myself I was going to read this whole book. I have to read that whole book. That is now an emergency. So we start looking at things like irrationally to the, to the effect that it's, I don't care how minuscule it is now priority. And that's where we get overstimulated. And it's terrible. So, my favorite, and I'm being sarcastic, my favorite thing is when people tell me to calm down. Because I'm already overstimulated. You should really calm down. That's crazy. I love that thought so much, and I really wish I would have done it. I wish I would have thought of it. But here we are. You walked into my life and told me to calm down, and now I am calm. Said no one ever. That is not how that works. Not a single time when somebody tells me to calm down has it worked. It has not. Yeah, exactly. You're just pissing me off even more. I wasn't mad. I was just upset. I was overstimulated, but now I'm mad. So that's where you are in like that messy middle. That's where it's like, I know that I'm overstimulated. I know I probably need to relax a little bit. But as somebody that struggles with that, I am not going to tell somebody to calm down unless I am purposefully trying to piss them off. Like, I know that's going to. Otherwise, there's other ways to handle it. So it's going to make it worse if you're telling that to a loved one. But what else do people tell you whenever you're overstimulated? Like, what else do they say? And it's just, or like you're overwhelmed, or there's a lot going on in life. What do they tell you? It's just like, that really didn't work the way I think you thought it would. Because there's things that people say, it's just like, wow, maybe you should try not being depressed. Cool. That's brilliant. I will work on that. I'm medicated for that, so thank you for that. But yeah, I'll try. I'll try not to be. I will try to curb my ADHD and just tell myself to get up and do something. I will also do that. It's not helpful. So maybe it is better for some people to not say anything. Sometimes that's okay. But then when you're overthinking, like our brains do, why aren't they saying anything to me? Why aren't they trying to help? But when they do help, it's not what we actually need. Our brains are wild. It's a fun place. Super fun. I think we make it worse for ourselves whenever we give in to the impulsivity, or whenever we allow people to enter our lives that are not they're not privy to the information, but they're also not They're not helpful at all. And we know that from the start, but we still allow them in. And sometimes it's family. I mean, it sucks, but sometimes it is family. They're the ones that think they know you the best and they're trying to calm you down. They're trying to say things that are, maybe grounding in their mind, but maybe that's actually what's triggering for you. That's been a big one for me, at least. Um, so I think the best part is for us to have awareness. Like once we do see that and it'll take time, but once you do see that you are experiencing that feeling of being close to burnout, you start dialing in a little bit better and you're able to look at it like, okay, I'm feeling this. I think I need to take a step back, or I need to take a knee, or I need to reevaluate my plan moving forward. Um, Easier said than done. Totally get that. But after a while, with self awareness and with really some self reflection, that's when you start to notice things before it actually becomes a problem. And I think that's probably the most important thing that we have to work on is self-awareness, because it's not anybody else's responsibility to calm us down. It's really not. Nobody can make you happy. People can make you feel safe, and then we control our happiness. But nobody can calm you down. Like, that is something that we have to work on ourselves. They can say things to us that can help us regulate our emotions a little bit better, but like somebody can't just go up to you and say, "Hey, you're calm." Cool. I don't think so, but I appreciate it. So that's just my thoughts on that. Again, your girl's not an expert. I'm just here because I have life experience. So yeah. If you have been on my Facebook and you have seen my reels, there's something that I say every single time, and it is that you matter. So I don't know how often you are told that or if you even feel that, but I'm here to tell you that you do matter. We are all going through something. Everybody has their own battle that they're fighting that nobody knows about, and it's really scary. It's scary because most of the time people treat each other like crap. And that person that you made fun of, that person, maybe you're that person that was made fun of, or the person that cut us off in traffic, the person that, took the last frozen pizza from the freezer at the grocery store, whatever. They have a life and they have something going on in their life. And maybe that's the reason why they did those things. Doesn't excuse people for being shitty people. But looking at it like, oh, well, maybe they have something going on in their life. And I guarantee you, every single person, if they were comfortable, they felt psychologically safe in their environment, if they felt like they trusted you, they would tell you about something in their life that's going on that's affecting them. Maybe they are overstimulated. Maybe they were able to escape from their home. Their kids are safe, but they were able to escape and get 5 minutes of their own time. And they are all out of empathy. They're all out of kindness, and they're just surviving at that moment. Maybe that's why they're being the way they are. So whenever people say be kind, that's really like just a